Ladies went on this marketing propaganda, wrote countless articles about how men are so lonely because women have options and men need to raise their standards, this, that, and the third, right? But what I find kind of interesting is I see so many videos of women crashing the out because they're not in a relationship.
All right, guys, gotta talk about this story from this individual. Now, reading her caption here, broken women are the problem. So she's gonna be going off on broken women and basically how they're destroying the single data market. Take a look.
Broken women are the reason why dating and relationships are complete and total shit right now. Instead of laying on someone's couch to go heal, they rather run to the internet looking for validation from other broken women. Broken women are unlovable. You can't love a broken woman. You ladies went on this marketing propaganda, wrote countless articles about how men are so lonely because women have options and men need to raise their standards, this, that, and the third, right? But what I find kind of interesting is I see so many videos of women crashing the out because they're not in a relationship. I see countless videos of women crying because they don't have any friends. They don't have anybody to hang out with. They don't have nobody to talk to. They're turning 30 and they're so alone. I go into the comment section of married couples who make videos that says, hey, these are the things that they do for each other and how they express love for each other. And whenever a woman speaks and say, hey, this is what I do for my man, this is how I express love for my man, I go into the comment section and it's nothing but women in the comment section talking about, you're a pick-me, which I think is so fucking stupid. How are you going to call a married woman a pick-me? She's picked already. So they're up in the comment section talking about, I could never. This ain't the 1950s. I mean, all sorts of egregious comments about how a woman is expressing love and respect. A woman is expressing love and respect for her husband. Then it's videos of women talking about, to my married friends, is it possible that you could send your husband over to my place and he could just do some things and you can come over and we could drink wine? I'm like, why don't you get your own man? It's not like that. It's not like I want him. And everybody with common sense and two eyes knows that she wants your man. She definitely wants your man. Then every time a guy who lets it be known he's married posts something on the internet and he is conventionally attractive, go into the comment section. Can your wife fight? Can your girlfriend fight? It's like, you hoes really did try to push this propaganda that it's men who are desperate for a relationship. It's men who are the most loneliest demographic. It's not. Y'all the one who's projecting. Y'all the ones who are extremely lonely.
Facts, big facts. And I was trying to let the video play out as long as possible here, but how many times have we seen women hunting for men? Okay, wondering where are the men? How many times have we seen women show up at Home Depot? Now they're going to car washes. They're looking for men at car washes to see what kind of car you drive so that they can determine if you can afford their lifestyle. Okay, they're pocket watching and hiding in bushes. They're showing up at these single dating events mad at the fact that men aren't showing up. Okay, they're now turning church into Hinge and Tinder, and you had 1,000 women show up and no men. There was even a homeless guy that I reacted to a few weeks ago. You had over 1,000 women basically fighting over a homeless man. Okay.
God damn it.
Now, to be fair, you know, they found him attractive, but still, he didn't have two pennies to rub together. Okay, he's trying to get back on his feet, and you had over 1,000 women hunting and begging for this homeless guy that was trying to get back on his feet. I'm just saying, right? You have women desperate more than ever. Of course, by 2030, as we know, roughly 50% and over of bottom women are going to be single and childless, right? So there's just so many examples, stats, you know, however you want to slice it and dice it, the internet, real life. There's just countless examples of women being desperate when it comes to the single dating market. But let's keep going. Let's see what else she has to say.
Y'all the ones who are extremely lonely. And let's not forget your standards. You absolutely have no standards because a lot of you do not have a personality and you bring absolutely no value to a relationship. You're a permanent side chick. You're a permanent situationship, and you have to lead with your body. And that's why a lot of y'all walk around naked with all your lady bits out and your breasts all out. And you have to lead with your body and your sexuality because you have nothing to offer in a relationship.
All right, everybody. Hey, if you're on our Facebook group, you know we come on all the time.
The men have said it countless times, but y'all try to gaslight time. I dress for myself. Really? Y'all make it so obvious that you bring no value to any type of relationship. And this is why y'all come up on Al Gore's internet and make relationships extremely transactional. Well, if I have to give up the cat, then he needs to go ahead and pay me and pay for my lifestyle, this and third. And I'm just like, is that how y'all view relationships? For all that, you might as well just be a 304 and make a career out of it. And then when a guy rejects you and say, hey, you're not for me, because y'all wear your red flags like a billboard. A lot of you are walking massive red flags. Me personally, and I've said this with my son, broken women are unlovable. You cannot drink from a broken cup. You cannot eat from a broken plate. You cannot love a broken woman. Especially a woman who does not want to heal. She is unlovable. You're offended, die mad. Because when that guy rejects you, the very first thing that comes out of your mouth is, oh, he must be gay. Like, y'all do not want to take the personal responsibility and accountability to make it seem like the reason why so many dudes don't want to you, so many dudes don't want you to be a girlfriend, don't want to wife you up, and that the only thing you're good for is a dump is because there's something fundamentally wrong with you.
Some of these modern women don't realize that a man can get to know them beyond the post on clarity and basically say, yeah, this ain't it. Who she is as an individual, the interpersonal skills, the intangibles. Yeah, I'm good, right? She is not it. Men can walk away just because you went on a date with a guy, or hey, if you guys end up sleeping with each other, yeah, he can assess what's going on and decide if he wants to work 60 plus hours a week, decide if he wants to protect and provide for you, and if this is a good fit long term, right? Men can walk away. They don't necessarily have to choose a bad deal just because you went on a date or what have you. Okay, some of these modern women think that their time and who they are as an individual is on a pedestal, when in reality, if you guys are dating and getting to know each other, again, a man can simply walk away and choose better options.
It's one thing if it's one dude that does it, chop it up and charge it to the game. But when you're getting ran through by 10 or more people and it's the same repetitive thing over and over again, sweetheart, the problem is you. The problem is you. My ex is a narcissist. I'm a victim. I'm a survivor of TV. You're broken, boo. You're not lovable. And a lot of y'all have such a nasty, negative ass attitude. People sense that. People definitely sense it. But you're the victim, right? This is why I said broken women are not lovable. Broken women are not worth the time of day. Because hurt people always hurt people.
All right, guys, so there you have it. Now, I do want to take a look at the comment section just to see what the folks have to say. Let's take a look. All right, so first commenter says, the female loneliness epidemic is a sad sight. All right, so next commenter says, as a woman who's gone through actual trauma and done the hard work of healing, someone operating in their brokenness are not unlovable. Their focus isn't allocated correctly. Hope is not lost for their brokenness. Jesus heals and there is hope for change, but timing is everything. Focus needs to be healing, forgiveness, and self-love, and identity in Christ. All right, so next comment says, my ex-wife insisted I put in work on myself for our marriage, and I did for years. When I asked her to work on her healing for our marriage too, she chose to leave. So yeah, you are right. Yeah, so you heard that. Now I do want to play a couple clips here from a few individuals when it comes to this matter. Take a look.
As a man, it should never be your mission in life at all to fix a woman. You're not supposed to fix broken women.